Hello everybody, this is Odysseus again. We're back for some more Anrdoid Netrunner on Octgn. I'm playing Ultimate Snake yet again. He's going Corp, and I am going to go a little Kate deck. It's a kind of strange paintbrush deck. Okay, so we're going to get right in. See, two sure gambles, a Proco, a cloak, and a paintbrush. We kind of want the dagger ASAP, but so much money. I think we'll keep this. We'll see what Snake is going to go. See if it loads up his deck. I don't know if he's going to load it up or not. So yeah, this is like the fourth video I think we've done. It's pretty fun. We're going to look at hopefully getting either Skype, like a two-way conversation with Snake going at the same time, just for a bit of the banter, or we'll maybe try and get some of his commentary on his games, and we'll put like dual-sided videos up. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, and there's links to my YouTube on my page. I usually post just all the same games that I stream on Twitch. I also have them on my own personal YouTube. It's just John.Lehman1, I believe, is the link. But it should be linked in my Twitch account. Okay, so he's going HB Engineer in the Future. He's been going this deck quite a lot actually recently. I think he enjoys it. So click 1, he installs ice over HQ. Yep. Installs a card in a remote server. Just give him a reminder to create the remotes. And he ices up R&D as well. Awesome. So I think we're just going to have a couple setup turns. We're going to do want to run that remote. I know he runs traps, so I think we'll sure gamble. We'll run this, see what it has. It's got an Eve campaign. Oh god. Oh god, that is horrible. We are not going to trash it yet. We'll wait till he reses it for a turn. I'm going to Proco and final click. I'm going to draw. Pass play over. Oh, so he didn't res his Eve? Guessing he needs his credits to res his ice. I think we will test run out the True Gamble, test run out the dagger, play a cloak. So he installs another card in a remote. Is it an Adonis? Is it another Eve? Is it an agenda? Oh, he advanced it. Now I do know this deck runs traps. If it's the same deck I've played before, then he runs aggressive secretaries, which is a pointless trap at the moment, but he also runs cerebral overwriters. So I don't think I really want to hit that. Okay, so click one, I'm going to true gamble. Will we? We'll draw first. Oh, we got a Dinosaurus. We're going to put out our Dinosaurus. Final click. I think we will. We could test run out the dagger, in which case we've got it for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. It's not very efficient, but gets the job done. So we know we can draw dagger, click one next turn. So installs another card in our remote. I think it's pretty sure that that is a trap then, he's not advancing it. He gains a credit, he gains 2 credits. So he's up at 9, which is interesting. So we're going to draw a dagger. We are going to play out a dagger, play our cloak. Now I think what we're going to do, we only got 1 credit. But just for the information, let's run that server. It's an Eve campaign, oh god. Horrible. So we've got 2 Eves on the board. He's not resing them, which is very strange. Maybe he'll res one now. Nope. I think he's possibly just using the Eves to bait me out, to spend some credits. Keep me poor. I think next turn we'll card and draw up and make a run on one of his servers. So he puts another ice out. Is he going to double ice HQ or R&D? He's going to double ice R&D. And for his third click, what is he going to do? So I mean, he knows I've got the Sentry Breaker now. I've played him against with this deck before, so he knows I've got a paintbrush. But I've got to face check it. It could be an itchy, which would be pretty brutal. So we'll begin our turn. We're going to draw up. We've got another test run. We've got a replicator, which would be pretty nice. Do we want to face check some ice? He's got 5 cards in his hand. We'll run in his hand and see what he's got. Hopefully he's not going to raise an itchy. He has enough credits for it. He has raised a paper wall.
Login rejected.
He shuts me out. And we will draw up again. So no, he runs Itchy 1.0 and Itchy 2.0 in this deck. Both of them are really nasty to face check. If you run first click, you can click through Itchy, but very costly. Trashes 2 programs and ends the run. Itchy 2.0, oh god, I can't quite remember. You can't click through them all, I'm pretty sure. It's 2 clicks to break up to 2 subroutines, but it's got 3 subroutines on it. Oh, it's the exact same as Itchy 1, it's 2 programs and the trace to do the tag. Okay, so he installs a card on a remote server and installs an ice over it. So you've got to guess that we would run that. So I think what we'll do is click 1, we'll play out our paintbrush. Click 2, we'll have a look at what the ice is. So he hits us with a Heimdall. Well, I think we will. Oh. We could spend 2 clicks, take a brain damage. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll take the brain damage. And we'll go through and see what the card is. So we're just going to wait for him to... Wait for him to give me the brain damage.
Login rejected.
Oh, well... that was the wrong one. But we'll just continue. Yes, I'm allowed to access it, and we will liberate it. I just also realised that I did not host my Diagram Dinosaurus, so we'll just put that there. So my Octgn isn't refreshing. I don't know if there's a way of fixing that. Should hopefully fix itself. So we got through his server. Took a brain damage for it, but we scored 2 points. So he draws up for his first 2 clicks. And it was really good to score the beta test. Beta test is kind of central to this deck. He's got a lot of ice, a lot of expensive ice. And if he can bring that out for free, then it's instantly crippling. He can create a massive server. So he installs another remote server with his third click. Is he going to put it behind Heimdall? He is. So right now, we can break the Heimdall. We can paintbrush the Heimdall, break it for free credits, which is pretty good. Which I think we might do. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw up. Got a Kai Jones. Do not want to lose that to brain damage. We'll draw again. Get an RDI. So we will paintbrush. We will run. We will do this, and finish. And we get in. So what has he put here? Probably an EVE campaign, but we shall see. So he's just double checking what I'm doing. I don't think he realised I've got paintbrush out. Cool. So he's let me in. And let's see. Edge of World! Oh! I did not know this was on it. So I've got another brain damage. So I discard a paintbrush, that's okay. Good play. That was a good play. I always hit his traps. Absolutely guaranteed. He'll play a trap, I get greedy, I hit it every single time. So now at 2 brain damage, which is pretty bad. Can I put her back up? Can't seem to. Okay, so we're kind of running low on credits. I think what we'll do is we're going to draw, play Catty, I should say. Put money on Catty. I always fall for his traps. Okay, so he installs a new card in our remote server. He installs another card in our remote server. Is that going behind the Heimdall? So I mean, he knows now I can get through that for 3 credits in 2 clicks. So I do not believe he's putting an agenda behind there, but we shall see. So we're going to turn, we're going to draw first. 2 guys. Oh, wrong click. Sorry. That's better. Bring out Kai for click 2. If Octgn stops freezing, yep. We're going to place free in Kai and we will run that end server just in case. So you've got Jackson. So what exactly is it going to bring back? One thing I'm always a bit unsure of with the likes of Jackson, or indeed any asset, if you run a server with no ice, is there a paid ability window for them to res or Jackson and discard it? I think there might be, but I'm not sure. Is it 4.1 or 4.3 in the run scheme? I'm not sure.
Login rejected.
So we'll let him take a shot. We got rid of his Jackson. Do we see what he Hedge World and Hedge Fund he put back? So he did score out an agenda. That is That's a ballsy play. Is it a beta test? It is a beta test. Now is he going to be able to get more ice? He's got an Eli? The only good thing about the beta test is it brings out the ice already raised, which means I can still use my paintbrush on him right away without face checking. Is he going to double up, or is he going to create a scoring server? Nope, he's going to double up HQ. And play passes to me. So we have no credits whatsoever. We got an Atman. I think an Atman at strength 4 is pretty good, but we definitely need to cash up a bit for that. Forged activation orders. Always good for the paintbrush deck, so we're going to see, actually we're going to see what this outermost one is. He only has 2 credits, so hopefully that's not enough to res whatever this is. He'll have to discard it. Seems to be deliberating on it, so perhaps... No, he's got rid of it. And final click, we are going to put some money on Catty. We'll get rid of the second Catty. And pass play over. So that's good. Now R&D hopefully is within my reach. Just have to money up, get that R&D interface out, and try and lock him. Okay, so he's got 6 cards in his hand now. He's going to install some ice. Is he putting it over R&D? Most likely, yes. Trying to plug that gap. And he credits up, so he's got 4 credits. Not quite in itchy range, which is good. He could still res a paper wall, he could still res an Eli. Heimdall, he can't res a Heimdall. I'm not sure what else he has in his deck. We will draw. We don't really need to self-modify for the moment. We're okay. As he only has 4 credits, I think what we'll do is see if we can get him to spend those. Can he res the outermost piece of ice? Enigma. So lose a click.
Login rejected.
And I end the run. So he spent 3 of his 4 credits, which is pretty good. What I think I'm going to do now is just click Catty, put some money on her. I am not entirely sure what what we have here. So we're gonna what are we waiting for? Maybe he's going to res his Eves. Oh, he can't. He doesn't have enough money. We'll get rid of the 6.5. Maybe he's just checking. Yeah. Yeah, he obviously just didn't notice that I took a click off. Yeah, he didn't notice that taking the clicks down. Okay. I'm on the ball, man. I'm on the ball. Let's see what he's going to do this turn. He must have an agenda. He's got 6 cards again in his hand. Where is he going to put them? So installs another piece of ice. Is it going over R&D? And cost him his only credits. I think he just seems to be leaving it on that remote there. And he takes 2 credits. Okay, we could click through Eli, break the paper wall, get rid of it, and check out his hand. I think that might be the play. We only get to make 1 play this turn. I think so. I think he knows that the Heimdall can either be clicked through or get through for free, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do, but so I'll just tell him. And we will break so I'm just telling them that I've broke the paper wall, so it's trashed, and we're now in. If I can just get that target off, that's it. Yes, we'll look at 1 card. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh god, Neural EMP. Horrible. I'm wondering why this will not stand up. Okay, so installs an R piece of ice over HQ, yep. Has to pay his 1. Unless he takes credits, that means he's still out of itchy range. which is always good. Okay, so it's up at 6 credits, so we can at least afford Itchy One, which is horrible to face check into. And I only have 2 credits. I'm going to draw. I think what we'll do is we'll force him to res the R&D ice. That way we can paintbrush our way in there on a later turn. Swordsman! Oh! Now that is something I have not seen for a long time. Sentry, strength 2, no problem for the dagger. So all in all, the actual full server will cost me 2 clicks and 4 credits, which is not bad to get in. Yeah, let's take our credits from Catty. And do we want to draw? I think we're going to play out a strength for that man. Oh wait. Why is this? Ah. For some reason it's not registering my dagger as being hosted on Dinosaurus. So it should be hosted on it and it shouldn't cost any MU. I mean the token's on it, but yeah. I'm going to fix it. So take this back to hand. Well, that didn't work. That should be on 11 credits. I do not know why that. I can't figure this out. I just want my MU. I really don't know why it's not working. So I'll just give myself +1 MU. I need to add a marker. That's it. Right, so I'm just going to explain what I've done. That was, I don't know why that never, I guess I never hosted it properly when I installed it, but okay, so that worked. So I've got the 1 MU, so for my final click, I'm going to bring out a strength 4 at man. That'll get me through. Eli for 2. What is strength 0? Yeah, so I made a strength 4 at man. I've got my dagger, which can be strength 7 for a credit. So yeah, we're doing not bad. We have got enough credits for an R&D run next turn, but I would quite like to get my R&D interface out first. So installs a card in a remote server. Is it going to be the unres dice? No, a brand new one. Another card in a remote server. Where's this going? Behind the Heimdall. Ah. Is that his Edge of World? I knew he pulled back his Edge of World, so yeah, I'm not going to hit that. What I might do is hit that one though. We need 4 credits to get through the. We need 3 credits actually, because we've got our cloak. 3 credits and 2 clicks. Let's try that. Bring out our R&D interface. We will take a credit. I'm going to paintbrush and we're going to run. So Dagger just needs to break the 2 subroutines. Oh, in fact, only have to break 1. So I'll take that credit back. I didn't even need to credit up there. Disappointing. swordsman note, we will have to break both the subroutines. And we're in. Well, that's good. I did not figure that if I was last click. So we're going to get to see 2 cards here. If he lets us in. Oh, we'll definitely trash that. He's got another Eli. Quite possibly he's going to put that on R&D. Which still is not bad. I mean, we can use the Atman. It'll just turn it into a 5 credit server or a 3 credit server. So he's drawing his Eli. Is he going to play it out? Or is this advanced card actually an agenda? God, he done it again. Done it again. That was a good bluff. Oh, Sentinel Defense Program. You now have to be very, very wary of his itchies. Okay. So I'm going to draw up. Got our Atman. Possibly worth my while investing on a greater strength Atman to deal with the itchies. We got a sacrificial construct. We got 3 credits. I think we should just go for another R&D dig. So we'll just break one. Then we'll move on to Swordsman and break those 2. And we're in. Fingers crossed, I'm going to get lucky. Okay, we will look at 2 cards please. Oh, I can't do anything with that. We cannot do anything with that. Poor. Has Octgn lagged? No, I just didn't press the button. Well, that was a good bluff on Snake's part. He is so good at this bluffing game. He'll put down an agenda one turn. I think it's an agenda again. I run it as a trap. He'll place another card exactly the same way. I think it's another trap. And it's an agenda. Now you've got to be wary of his cerebral overwriters. If I hit those, it's pretty dangerous for me. Is there a way of me checking his archives? I'm not sure. So he draws a card with his first click. And what is it going to do next? deliberating on where to put his next trap, no doubt. He draws another card. He's up at 8 cards. And he takes a credit, so he's digging for something. So he drew into that hedge fund. He drew a random card that we haven't seen yet, which is good news for us. He's just choosing his cards to discard before he ends his turn. Now I need to check if there is a way to see the corp archives. Is there? He acquired his Jackson Howard. Ah, so he obviously had extra agendas in his deck. He's now putting them back in R&D, which is good, because I'm going to get to access 2 cards from R&D next turn. Okay. So we're going to draw for a credit. We hit our dagger. We don't need that. We will make our run on R&D this turn, I believe. No, actually, we're going to put some money on Catty. And we will now make a run. So we'll paintbrush. Running on last crick, always dangerous. We're just going to break a first subroutine on Enigma, and 2 subroutines on Swordsman. We don't have any money. Let's hope he doesn't have any PDs in here. I'm pretty sure his agenda suite though is Sentinel Defense Programs, free Sentinel Defense Programs, free beta tests, free priority rec. I think that's possibly it. Probably is it, in fact. Okay, I'm going to look at 2. Surely take. Oh, Heimdall. Well, that's not very good. Oh, we've got discard. We will discard our second. And I'll be right back for 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I'm back. So on his turn he received 2 credits and he installed some ice over his Eve campaign, which he has not resed all game, the 2 Eves. Very, very strange. Okay. So we could see 1 new card. We'll see the Heimdall again, but we might see another one for the 2 credits. Which I think we will do. Yeah. So we'll take 2 credits. We'll run R&D. And we'll see 1 new card. Fingers crossed. It's going to be an agenda. So we've seen, yes it is. 2 agenda points. Project Vitruvius he's got. So I'm guessing he doesn't have the priority requisitions in this deck. Interesting. Okay, so he's going to pull out the Heimdall. It's not any kind of big deal if he installs it at the moment, because he's only got 4 credits. I do know he drew a hedge fund some time ago, so you could credit up hedge fund, Heimdall out over R&D, but we shall see. He ice. Is that the Heimdall? He now only has 3 credits, so he's very limited in what he can res. It could be that Eli that we've seen. If it's the Eli. Oh, he took 2 credits. Does he have an itchy in hand? That could get very, very nasty for us if he does. So I think this turn we will just credit up. So put some money on Catty. We'll draw. Will we diesel this turn? I think we'll absolutely bring that out for any of the trash program nonsense that he's got in his deck. Yeah, final click. I think we need to take some credits. No, we're going to diesel up. Got another cloak, which is good, and we'll discard the RDI. We'll discard the second Atman. I think that was really the wrong play of what to discard there. I should have kept the RDI and discarded the Plascrete, but oh, so we double hedge funds. He's now in 13 credits. He can res that Heimdall if that's what that is. If he reses a Heimdall, that now makes that server 6 to run it. But I think it is worth him losing the 13 credits. Of course, we won't be able to get through it first turn. If it is a Heimdall, unless we click through it. So he still has another piece of ice. And it's on his new scoring server. So he's obviously getting prepared to score an agenda. Does he have an agenda in his hand then? pretty sure he's got 2 EMPs. So I think we just have to get prepared. We've got no MU left for our second cloak. So we'll Proco. Oh, did not start my turn, silly me. Absolutely useless. And again. Ah, we got our silencer, that's good. So we will bring out our silencer. And our final click, we are going to put some money on Catty. Going to build up for that big run. Now I've been pretty unlucky. I had a replicator. I probably should have played it out at the beginning. It does thin your deck considerably. I think it's awesome. In fact, it's absolutely invaluable in the stealth decks. It gets you. I would have had 2 silencers there. I'd have had another silencer in hand. When I played the second one, I would have got the third one. I would have got my RD interfaces, sorry, straight into my hand. And of course the replicators themselves and any other copies of Dinosaurus. So my deck would have been, I would say, at least another 5 or 6 cards lighter. So I guess Snake is just taking a little break for a second. Or maybe he's just thinking about where to put his agenda and if it's safe enough. I mean, he's got 13 credits now. He could res either of the itchies. He could res a Heimdall. It would only leave him a couple credits left to advance his card, but it could be enough. I cannot remember if that was a Heimdall 1 or 2 we seen. And he put this randomize out here on this end server. Didn't put anything behind it at all. So I'm not really sure what's happening. And he still hasn't raised these EVE campaigns. Okay, so he's begun his turn. He draws into a card. Is he going to install something behind his scoring? He does install a card. Is it going behind the server? It is. Does he use click 3 to advance it? No, he takes a credit. So has he put Edge of World behind that? 2 brain damage right now would cripple me immensely. He's got 2 EMPs. That is kill for him. So I think what we have to do is take our catty money. We will make a rather uninformed play on RD. So he's got the money to res this ice. So he's got Eli. What we will do is we'll pay 2. break that. We will pay 2 to break. Oh! Oh, bad move on my part. So I have to jack out and lose a click because I completely forgot to
Login rejected.
paintbrush. So I'll take my credits back. I actually I don't think I spent the 2. I think I spent, yeah, it should be 11 because I spent a credit off a silencer, but that doesn't matter. So that was foolish, but I know it's an Eli now, so that's a 5 credit server if I go in the last turn, which isn't too bad. Final click, we will. Oh, he's got enough to res his itches. Which I have not seen yet, but I know they are lurking. I think what we'll do is we'll draw a card, discard 1, pass the play over. That was a really, really silly move on my part. Too fast off the mark. So, is he going to advance and score out this? Was it an agenda? No, he draws a card. Which makes me think that this card here was Edge of World. So until there's another ice, is that going over R&D? No, it's going over HQ. It's very interesting. And he takes a credit. Okay, we're going to make that run on R&D. It will cost us 5, but we'll leave that for last click. So last 2 clicks. We're going to draw a card. We got Diesel. We are going to put money on Kai. We're going to paintbrush this time that Enigma. So we'll pay 2. We'll pay 1. We'll pay 2. And we will get in. We'll look at 2 more cards, fingers crossed. We'll get something juicy. Two more cards. We got a paper wall, which is not what we want to see. An itchy. Oh, that is not good. And we'll discard our. So he's got that itchy. See if he draws into it this turn. He picks up his paper wall. This is a tense game. So he picks up the paper wall. The only thing we have to be careful of here is if he draws a card as one of his clicks, then we know he's got the Etchy in hand. He's picked up his paper wall. If he plays out an ice now, you've got to be pretty certain that he's playing out the paper wall. He's deliberating. Where will he put his cards? I know he's still holding on to 2 of the EMPs. Yeah. Yep. Oh, he's holding 3 of them. Well, that is not nice at all. And that ends his turn. So if he had all 3 of those in his hand and he just waited until just one time I forgot to draw up, he could have had me, or waited until he hits me with his Itchy. But I live to fight another day, so I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw twice, and we're going to run this again. Just do all 3 together. Might as well. I should have run before I done that. No, it's definitely not game because he's still got his. The first card we're going to see is Itchy. Card after. So with Itchy 1.0, that's 2 program trashies and a trace. It's a sentry though, so it's not bad. For some reason I thought Itchy was a code gate. Accelerated beta test. Very nice. So now the pressure's on. I only need 1 more agenda. Unless he's got a fat 3-pointer in there, then Snake also needs 2 agendas. So he's picked up the Itchy. The Itchy can be broken through. For some reason I thought it was a code gate. But the Itchy can be broken through for 4 credits. You've got to guess that that's the Itchy. So that now becomes a 4, 6, 9 credit run. Ooh, we've got 9 credits. It's pretty costly, but then, well, you don't really need 9, you need 7 because I've got 1 from Silencer, 1 from Cloak. That is assuming that he's installed the Itchy there and not the Heimdall. Well, he's got his enough credits now to raise the Itchy. So I'll just start my turn. I think what we'll do is Let's paintbrush now before I forget. We will put money on Catty. Do I want to draw and then face check this? If it's a Heimdall 2, he doesn't have enough credits to res it. It's not Heimdall 2. It's the Itchy. It's definitely the Itchy. We've got enough credits. So I'm going to draw. Plascrete. Useless. And we'll make a run. Is he going to spend 5? Or is it the paper wall? It's the paper wall! Ah, I forgot about the paper wall. So
Login rejected.
we're out. We're out. Kept us out for a turn. That was a good play. Completely forgot they had the paper wall in hand. Which means he's still got his Itchy. So we now need free, well, at least for one turn we need free credit, free clicks to get in that server. So we just drew into a new card we haven't seen before. Does he play it out? I'm not going to say it. So he draws a card, so that's 2 new cards we haven't seen yet. He plays out a new card, you've got to figure that that's... Is he putting it behind that new ice? No, he's putting it out bare. He tends to do that with his Jacksons. He draws into his 3rd card that we haven't seen before, he's now up at 5. There's only 4 more agendas kicking about, I'm sure. So, we are going to... will we? We're going to run there. Just see what it is. It's probably a Jackson. Oh, he's letting us in. Adonis campaign. We'll let him have it. Right, so we're going to... Let's paint the town red. It's going to make him lose his paintbrush. Okay, so just going to tell him I'm going to pay them all at once. So we pay 1 for the paper wall, 1 for the enigma, and 2 for swordsman. We'll just let them know. Paper wall is a lovely piece of ice. I absolutely adore it, and I don't think I use it in any of my actual decks. But it's magnificent. Costs 0 to res. It's got 1 strength. It's only got the 1 subroutine, and it gets discarded if you break it. But see, for covering that early agenda, absolutely perfect. So we get to see 2 brand new cards. We got an Itchy, which we didn't want to see, and a Fenris. And it's not game. It's never ending. So he's getting even more ice. He's got his Itchy that he can draw into. Perhaps he'll draw into the Fenris. The Fenris will work for us though. That bad pub would be very nice. And it's still a 2 strength sentry as well, so we could get through his Fenris no bother at all. So he's drew the Itchy. He's now got 2 Itchies. Is he going to play one out? He'd have to take some credits, I think, to be able to res it. So far he's managing to shake off the R&D lock once, so we don't really know what he's got in his hand. I know he's got 2 Itchies in his hand, but apart from that, absolutely no idea he installs. What I'm hoping is an Itchy. Is he going to put it over R&D? He did have a Heimdall at one point, but that's of absolutely no consequence because he doesn't have the credits to res it. Oh, I got his free install cred, which I forgot, so we can res it without taking credits. He's got 2 clicks left. There is a possibility, so he draws into the Fenris. There is a possibility that he drew some ice when I didn't get to see his R&D. But we shall see. Okay, turn begins. We're going to take these catty credits. 12 should be more than enough. We need to paintbrush the Enigma for sure. And I believe we will run R&D, see 2 brand new cards, and just hope that it's an Enigma and we lose our last click, so he keeps us out. Very good play. So yet again he didn't play the Itchy, so he's now got 3 ice in his hand. He's drew into he's drew into a brand new card. So what are the last 3? He is plugging the holes in his R&D quite nicely though. He's managed to keep me out quite a few times. He has been under assault, relentless. So I mean, he knows I can get back into R&D next turn. He doesn't have the credits to install the ice. So installs an asset or whatever. I think what we're going to have to do though is, even if it is an agenda, we might have to just ignore it. So he draws a brand new card. We've not seen that one either. Yeah, we might just have to, if that's an agenda he's put down, we might have to sacrifice it. And just keep trying the R&D lock. Okay. So I think we'll just play and run. Nope, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a card first. Or we'll put money on Kai. Right, so we've got to play 2 for the Eli. And then 1 to 4 on this. So I'll just explain that to him. We shall see if it's game. We shall see. Can I unclick these targets? No. No. Yes. Okay. Project Vitruvius and a hedge fund. Oh, that was some game. Felt right to the wire. I want to know what was in his remote servers. See if he'll res them. I know we had these Eves. Oh, a false lead sitting out there. Edge of World. Almost ran that as well. So I nearly ran that edge instead. That was good play. So thanks everybody for watching. I'm sure we'll be posting some more. I don't think we're going to do any more tonight, but thanks again and goodbye. That's from Odysseus.